All right. Well, like I said before, we have 4 albums to go through, talk about, review, score, throw on the tier list today. We have, are you ready?
I'm
We
ready.
have Anderson Paak and Knowledge, also known as No Worries, and their album Why Laud, Why Lord, however you want to pronounce it, Why Laud. How would you say it? Why Laud? I
Laud.
don't like Laud. It just comes
you
off the
just you're
tongue
just
weird.
so white. You just say
Yeah.
Lord.
Why Lord? Why Lord? That's what.
Oh shit. That's
Then we
funny.
got Don Toliver, HARDSTONE PSYCHO.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about that one. Moneybagg Yo, Speak Now, and the new Lucki album, Gemini. So, which one do you want to talk about first?
Um, I'm really down for any of them. First.
Let's do No Worries, Anderson Paak and Knowledge. Why
Okay.
load? Why load?
Why loud?
Why
Loud.
load?
By the way. All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go for it.
All right. So I thought it was a good project overall. I'll just start by saying that. I've never listened to a full No Worries project front to back. I've only heard stray songs here and there from them, and Anderson Paak as well. Like I've never really dipped into his bag, so I wasn't really sure what to expect, to be honest. But I liked it. It was solid. It was very soulful, from front to back. Not
Yeah.
only in the sound of the album, but in the lyrical content, in the name of the album. You know what I'm saying? It's very soulful, and maybe a little too soulful. I mean, it does serve the purpose, right? Like these are songs that you can just chill, like late night vibe songs, like chill smoking songs. But I feel like maybe it's a little too slow. Like it suffers from being a little too slow. But that is the purpose of the album. You know what I'm saying? That was what it was meant to do and be. So I don't want to criticize it on that too much, but um, yeah, I liked it. I thought it was solid, and there's a couple of songs I go back on there for sure. I didn't write them down, so let me see.
Because, yeah, I mean, the Knowledge production, like you said, is super, like, groovy, soulful production. The whole album's like that. I did think, like, the lyrics themselves and the production and, like, his voice even, like, it came across as, like, a really mature and thought out and, like, put together album. Like, it didn't
Yeah,
seem like it was just thrown together. Like, it was, like, a really mature and thought through album. And I thought there was a good mix of, like, it's maybe there is like a lot of the slower soul stuff, but there's like some good amount of rap mixed in,
yeah. There's a
R
couple
and
songs.
B,
Uh,
soul.
yeah, he goes rapping on songs like Battlefield.
That's the one
Um,
I have specifically that has like a good mix of the R and B, soul, and rap all in
yeah,
one song. Is
yeah.
Battlefield? Yeah,
And I wish the album was more like that. You know what I'm saying? Where there is a bit more rap injected, just because I'm a hip hop fan. But I like the album overall. Battlefield is one song I like, and of course I got to take my boy Earl Sweatshirt on Walk On By.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
good album though.
her feature was also pretty good. I thought. I think that's on Where I Go, if I'm
Yep,
remembering
yep.
properly. But I also like Daydreaming, Battlefield, Walk On By. Like, there's some good songs on here that I like. But
Yeah, this
you,
was one that I listened to like on the speaker. Like this is one of the albums I didn't listen to through my headset for the like one of the first times. So maybe I didn't catch a few of like the intricate production, um,
the
things
production is good though.
things that you can hear in like the back of your headset. You know what I'm saying, when you're wearing over the headphones as opposed to a speaker. But even without that, I thought it was a good album.
Yeah, and like if you do go through and listen again with headphones, like the production on this is strong. Like even if
Yeah,
it's not your forte, just like the quality is top notch. Like the production is good.
got you.
You got like a score out of 10, an idea where you want to put this on the tier list? Let me know.
Personally, I'd probably put it like a 7.5 out of 10 because
I got it at an 8, so we're
yeah,
close.
like I enjoyed it. I thought it served its purpose, but like I said, I felt like maybe a little too slow, not enough songs for me really to go back to. So, I'd probably go a few misses. Maybe yeah, probably bottom end, a few misses.
I mean, yeah, that's probably where I'm at too, even though I have a slightly higher score. I'm probably like right below Benny, maybe?
I'm thinking I would be probably because it does serve its purpose, right? But the thing is like not all of it is well. No, I won't say that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna compare it to the Four Bats album right now. Is it better than the Four Bats album? Probably, right?
I think it's better technically,
Is
even
it
though I
better
will
than
go
Benny?
back to four bats. No more. Benny's tough to say because
I
they're
don't think
so
so.
different. But I
Yeah,
would probably put
I
Benny
prefer
above
Benny.
it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I prefer Benny. So, but I do think it's a good album, serve its purpose. So I think that's a fair spot.
All right, word. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like I liked a decent amount of songs on there. Like it
Yeah,
was a good album.
for sure.
All right, let's do Moneybagg Yo Speak Now, the
Okay.
new Moneybagg Yo album. So I have a few notes on this album. Moneybagg Yo is definitely just like rapping his ass off, and there are bangers on this album. But I felt like almost all of the songs sounded pretty similar to each other. Like there's not a lot of diversity. It was kind of like one of
Really?
those out. Yeah, I
Because I
was
kind
like,
of felt like there's more diversity on this album than the No Worries album, in my
definitely
opinion.
not.
Because the No Worries album is almost front to back soulful slow. Like on this, you got the upbeat trap, you got the melodic, like almost love songs. You got like him trying to get into it, like his own personal melodic bag. You got Chris Brown on there. You got Rob 49. Like you got a mix of like aggressive rapping and the melodic, more thoughtful shit. So I don't know.
I think when it comes to diversity, that No Worries is way more diverse sound wise. I don't know. But
Yeah,
the Moneybagg Yo song was
you're
just like,
probably right.
they all just sounded super. But it's also like, it's Moneybagg Yo. It's kind of what you expect out of a Moneybagg Yo album. Like his fans probably got what they wanted out of this. And like, it's not super deep or emotional or anything, but it's high energy. It's fun. There's like, it's a bump in the car type album. There's just like bangers that are high energy and fun to listen to. I did not like the country rap song with Morgan Wallen. It's played out. Everyone's been trying to do it. Old Town Road is the OG. No one else should do it after that. Lil Nas X gets a pass. Everyone else stop doing this. I'm
I
just over
actually
it.
agree. I don't want it.
Yeah, I'm over it. Stop doing that. And I thought the second half of this album was actually better than the first, and I feel like it's normally the opposite. So that's interesting, because normally albums tend to be better in the beginning, worse at the end. I thought this was the opposite. I liked like the first 3 or 4 tracks, if I remember correctly. There was like a lull in the middle, and then the last handful I actually really liked. So I thought the second half was better, and the features weren't great on this. I didn't think. Moneybagg Yo had a lot of good rapping performances though, and like I'm not mad at it. I don't think it's bad, but it wasn't like anything special to me.
Yeah, I
Basically,
mean,
is where I'm at.
I'm a fan of Moneybagg Yo. I think he's a bit underrated, to be honest, as a
I would
artist.
agree.
You know, he's got bars. He can spit. And he can get in that melodic bag a little bit. Where I do think, people criticize him and he might struggle a little bit is the lyrical content. It gets a little repetitive, I'll say.
Yeah.
But in this, he does kind of get into, excuse me, a more thoughtful, like deeper bag as opposed to, just like the basic trap lyrics in something like Gangsters Relate. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets a bit more thoughtful and deeper, which is, I appreciate that. But that's the one knock I would say most people will criticize him on. If anything, is just the repetitiveness of the lyrical content. But I liked
Yeah.
it a lot. It was aggressive rapping from front to back. And there was a mix of the melodic, more like lovey style songs. So I fucked with that. The beat selection was great. Good production. Um, yeah, yeah. And some of my favorite songs, Speak and Aw Shit, a couple great songs. So some songs I'll definitely go back to.
I thought, yeah, Speak was probably my number one, but I kind of like Tic Tac Toe, trying to make sure. Like, there's a few songs I liked on there, but yeah, I just wasn't like blown away or anything by it. Did you like it more than the last one though?
See, that's a good question. Like,
Because I definitely liked the No Worries project better.
I probably
than
would
this.
say it's a better project, but I think this is a good project though. So I would put it close to that.
Because I'm in good, not great for sure for this one.
I was feeling, yeah, maybe.
Because I mean, it's not like these are bad albums.
Nah. And that's the thing. Like, if you look at the albums around it, like the BK the Ruler joint, or
Yeah.
the Kenny Mason joint, or even the Creep Boys, like they have that variety in sound. Like I was giving it credit for, so it probably could go there. It's probably where I
Okay.
would put it.
Because, yeah, I was putting it at the top, and then the 3 albums you just named I liked better than that, so I was like, okay, I'll put it below those. But I think I do like it better than that Chief Keef mixtape.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, 3rd album, Lucki's new album, Gemini. Spoiler, this is my least favorite of the 4.
Really,
Yeah.
I think this might be my favorite of the 4.
over the Don Toliver album.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a wild take.
Well, let's get to it. You want to go? I guess you go first.
Okay. Well, I thought the production, beat selection were like boring, and the production quality was decent, but like none of the songs really stood out to me. Like I did not like the beats on this album. And
Really?
Lucki is like super monotone and the same flow literally the whole time. And he literally seems like he's either uninterested, not trying, or like on drugs, I thought. Like he just did not seem into it. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but he just didn't seem to try. I thought the tracks with features were the best ones, which makes sense, but like out of all the ones that didn't have features, like just solo Lucki songs, I liked On They Way and X6, and that was basically it. I didn't really like any of the other solo songs.
You didn't like Dotted Line?
No, I didn't. And I saw people talking online that they liked that, and I was surprised because I didn't really like that
It was
one.
a great song, dude.
There's a few songs on here I like, but there's like a good amount of just in like skips to me. Like this is definitely one of those albums they should have just given us 12 songs instead of 20.
Well, okay. You say your piece.
The outro though, it's like a 5.5 minute song. That's probably my favorite song on the album. Like if every song on the album sounded like that, I'd be into it. But he just came across like super monotone and uninterested. At least that's how it. He just didn't seem like he was trying.
Yeah, that's his sound. He's definitely more nonchalant spitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely.
Just sounded like he was like leaned out or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean that's his style. You know what I'm saying? He's that nonchalant flow. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was good. I thought the production was good. I thought the beat selection was perfect for what the album was portraying and what Lucki was trying to do. I thought Dotted Line was a great beat and good flow. I thought he was basically flowing on the whole album. While it might not have been like the best rapping in the world, I thought it flowed well with the beats. It sounded good. Him and V's on Twin Flow went crazy. R.I.P. good song. Exotic is a great song. Yeah, and he's got solid verses and solid features, in my opinion, throughout the whole thing. So I don't know.
I just thought the songs with features were like the only songs I enjoyed. Really.
See, I don't think
besides
so.
the outro. I just don't like his style, but I just did not like it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's no way you're trying to put this in almost perfect, bro, because this is not it. I gave this a 6 out of the 10. It's the lowest score I've given an album this year.
I would probably give it like a 7.7.
Damn. I did not think you would like this either. I thought you would like this less than me.
Nah, I fucked with it.
Damn.
Good songs
but
on
you haven't listened to an album this year that you didn't fuck with, I feel like. That.
Oh, I definitely have.
Besides Genre Sad Boy.
Yeah, but the Young Lean joint, I wasn't really the French Montana. The Quebec I didn't really like.
Yeah, like, I like all of those better than
songs.
this, I think.
No, hell no, dude.
Yeah, I was not a fan of this. But
There's
maybe
no
I just don't
way.
like him. I just didn't like it at all.
Okay, well,
Where do you want to put it? Because I'm okay with putting it in like good, not great, but I think there's more than a few misses.
I would definitely go a few misses, I think. I would probably go... Yeah, lower end, though. Maybe... Probably around Gunna.
I mean, I like it
where I
better
would
than
go.
the Rhapsody album, I'll tell you that, but you like that too. But I didn't like that either. Like, I like it better than Rhapsody, though.
Right. But
I
like
didn't.
that more
I
than you
definitely
did,
didn't like
which is
it.
why
Yeah.
it's where it's at.
Yeah. Do you think it's better than Rhapsody?
Yeah, I do. I
And-
prefer it more.
Better than Thames?
I prefer it.
That's wild to me.
It just is what it is. I don't know.
What's this album?
Probably.
here?
That's Gangrene.
Oh, better than that?
No.
So you want to put it there?
I would probably put Gangrene ahead Gunna right now, but maybe not. That seems right to me.
Word. Well, personally, I'm at like a 6. I did not dig it, personally. I didn't think you would like that. Damn.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, to each his own.
Yeah. Well, the next project I did like. It's Don Toliver's HARDSTONE PSYCHO. This
This is
album I like.
interesting. This is an interesting dilemma here because
You didn't like this?
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but it wasn't anything crazy to me.
Okay.
It's like a 7.
I
Like
gave this
no
an
spoiler alert.
I gave this an 8.75.
No fucking shot. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. It is
this
not
was-
an almost perfect album, dude.
I wouldn't put it almost perfect.
8.75 is almost perfect.
I guess looking at the albums up there, I would definitely put it over like the Vince album by a lot.
Fuck no, dude. Absolutely
By so
not,
much.
dude. Absolutely not, dude.
The more time that goes by, the more I stand by my
Absolutely
Vince take.
not, dude.
I just don't care for that Vince
Holy
album.
shit, no.
Dude, this album is good.
It's good, but it's not that crazy. It's not great. It's a good album. Yeah, I'm not trying to hate, but it's not better than the Vince
The
album.
fact that you like the Lucki album but not this is just like something's broken in your brain, bro.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
But if you like the Lucki album better than this, that just doesn't
I'll
make
start.
sense.
Don Toliver, HARDSTONE PSYCHO. For me, he had some really hype singles coming into this. Bandit. What was the other one?
I don't know the singles. I didn't listen to any of them before the album dropped, actually.
But yeah, he had a couple huge singles before the album dropped. Everybody was hyped for it. This is one guy that has a very unique voice, inflection, and style in his music. And, you know, that really carries throughout the whole album, the whole project. There's a good mix of, like, rock-style samples and, like, trap-style songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's almost some rock-sounding beats and some trap-sounding beats, which I thought was interesting. You got a good Kodak feature on maybe one of my favorite songs of the year on Brother Stone. But other than that, like, the rest of the songs just didn't really do it for me. I don't know. I enjoy his voice and his inflection, like, and I think he uses like the melodic auto-tune, like almost Travis Scott vibe in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I think he does it well. But this is an album that I thought was going to be an album of the year contender, and it just didn't strike me that way. And maybe I have to go listen to it again or something, but it just
I
didn't
have
really,
this as an album of the year contender for sure.
it's not
Like
really, nah.
It's way better than We Still Don't Trust You. Way better than
No,
the
it is
Vince
not,
Staples
dude.
album. Yeah,
No, it's
dude,
not.
this compared to the Vince Staples album, this is at least 2 or 3 times better. I just don't understand that take. This is so much more there to like take in.
Just
Like
lagging.
the
But
rock.
no, I disagree.
Because, like, there's, like, a aesthetic and vibe right off the first song with, like, the bike sounds and, like, the rock music. And, like, that carries out through the whole album. It sounds like a nice, full, cohesive album. You mentioned Travis Scott. Like,
I didn't
this
think
does,
it did, though.
I thought it did.
The
Like,
rap-
this
No,
definitely
the rock
sounded
sound
like
didn't really stick, though. There was, like, 1 or 2 songs that had the rock sound, and then the rest just sounded like basic-ass trap songs.
There's still, like, elements and vibes of that, though, throughout there, I thought. And, like, it sounds like a cohesive, full album. And, like, the Travis Scott influence is definitely there. Like, if you told me he listened to Astroworld and then made this, like, I would believe you.
Yeah, some
like,
melodic, heavy auto-tune. Yeah,
it's clearly
refined auto-tune.
influenced by Travis Scott, but, like, I thought the features of the album fit the vibe really well. They made sense. Don Toliver stuck to, like, a theme and aesthetic of the album. It felt like a cohesive project. Way more songs that I'll go back to than I would have thought going in, because I'm not like a Don Toliver fan. Like, I didn't go into this like I'm gonna like this. Like,
Right.
I almost went into it like I
See,
hope
I
I
went in
like
the
this because I
opposite.
don't like it.
I was like, okay, I'll probably like this. I'm excited to listen to this. And then I was listening, and it was like, this all kind of is just, it sounds almost the same to me. And I don't know, because I
The
felt like
Lucky album is just like the definition of that to me.
See, that's so weird because I felt like it wasn't. But I mean, I'm not going to say it all sounded the same because, like, my first compliment was that there was a good mix of the rock and trap sound, which I appreciate. But that's not enough to carry a whole album for me. Like, the rap verses weren't really there for me. The melodic performance, while it is enjoyable, it's not like enough to carry a whole album. You know what I'm saying? It's just my
But then
opinion.
how is Lucky's album good though? He just has the same monotone flow through 820 songs.
I don't think he does though.
I don't know.
I think the beat selection fits the album better. I think the rapping is better. I think maybe the features are I don't know, because I do like the Kodak feature, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. I would probably give it like a 7.
Yeah, I'm at 8.5 at least. I do think this could be argued as album of the year if you're a Don Toliver fan. If we're not putting this in Almost Perfect, then we're taking Vince out.
No. It's
I
not
mean,
almost perfect, dude.
it's better than Vince, and it's better than the Chief Keef
It's
project.
definitely not. Okay, what's your favorite song?
Probably Brother Stone is my favorite.
What's the other one that I didn't already say 7 times?
Ice Age, Purple Rain, Backstreets are probably in my top 5.
Okay.
Like, there's like, I added like 7 songs off this album to my playlist.
Right.
Like, this is one of my favorite albums.
It was underwhelming to me.
And I'm not even a Don Toliver fan. I thought you were going to come in here and say this was a 10 out of 10. Because I liked it so much. And you like every album more than I do. I thought that you would be like 10 out of 10.
Nah, come on, no. I feel like I just try to be objective. I felt like the sound kind of just, like I said, the melodic performances just isn't enough to carry the whole album. The rock samples and shit isn't enough to carry that. I need rapping performances. I need like a little bit of fucking excitement in the album. I don't know. I was listening. And
Yeah,
I was
but
just
there's
getting
no
bored.
excitement in the Lucky album. Like, how can you say that
disagree.
and then like the Lucky one? He literally has the same exact monotone flow through every single song.
I don't think so. But does Don Toliver even rap?
Yeah.
I mean, there's like how many verses on there of him actually like really spitting?
Really spitting? I don't know. Not a ton.
Right. Like, it's really not even like, I don't know. It's more of a Travis Scott rap album than a rap album. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely like super Travis Scott influence, but like I think he did it right.
Which is
and
not
like
a bad
actually
thing.
killed it.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing, but it's just not really my personal style. Like, I like to hear people spitting bars and shit. And I think the melodic performances are good and interesting, and I enjoy them. But for me, it's just not enough to carry a whole album.
I mean, if we're putting this here, we're definitely moving Vince down because I got this way
Vince,
over
so
Vince.
You can do whatever
All
you want.
Well, then I'm putting this next to Vince because I think it's so much better. It's like not even close to me.
Okay.
Like, I just don't get that. I really don't get that take. Compared to the Lucky album, that's just blowing my mind right now.
Well, it ended up in Almost Perfect, so.
I mean, yeah, because you don't want to move Vince, but.
Well, why would we move Vince?
I just think if you polled people, that's better than the Vince album.
No, you're wrong.
And I've listened to the Vince album since then. I just stand by the take. I just don't like
my
it.
opinion is that you are wrong.
Man, the fact that you like the Lucky album more than Don Toliver is just crazy to me.
I feel like you're getting caught on the name. It was a really underwhelming album to me. I went in.
I don't like Don Toliver.
I'm not saying you do, but there was a lot of hype for this album. This was an album that was supposed to be an album of the year contender. For me, I went in, listened to it, expecting an album of the year contender. I came out of it underwhelmed. Period.
See, I went in with low expectations, and I was like blown away by how much I liked it.
I guess because I already knew what to expect. You know, so I didn't hear none of the singles and shit.
No, yeah, maybe that's why I was just going in with different expectations. It like blew my expectations.
Yeah, because I already know his melodic style and I know his style. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there was nothing really new or nothing that stood out to me on the album. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there has to be. It was a cohesive album, like you said. I thought it was. It has a good concept with the rock and trap influence. But for me, you know, I'm going to make the same argument every time. There's not enough rapping performances, and the melodic vocal performances just aren't enough to carry the album for me.
Yeah, but it's like the production, the psychedelic vibe. I feel like
it
is like a poor man's Astroworld. It's not as good as Astroworld, but
I mean,
it's like a poor man's version.
Yeah, and everybody's influenced by different people. And I enjoy the music. I thought it was a good album. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that there's other albums that are better. I think the Vince album is better, in my opinion, because there's more rapping.
I mean, Vince, you can argue, but the Lucky, I just don't think that's.
I mean, they're close. I don't think it's like the Lucky album blows it out of the water. What did I rate that? Like a 7.3? I rated this a 7. They're about the same. So
yeah, I think you gave Lucky like a 7.75. I thought.
Right, about 7. Yeah, probably a 7.5 or something like that. But I was just underwhelmed. That's all, because I went in with high expectations.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the albums this year that I was like pleasantly surprised by. So,
fair enough.
Well, there you go. I guess that's why we talk about
we're here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I like the Don album. Like, that's definitely my favorite music that he's ever done, personally. Like, for me, because I'm not a Don Toliver.
Yeah,
fan.
I've never really even listened to him like that. I mean, he had a few big songs that blew up in the beginning of the year with Bandit and there's another single on there I'm pretty sure that I can't think of. Or he was on like some features or something. Like he's had a good 2024 so far, like in terms of performances. And I'm not saying this is a bad album. I'm not saying there's bad performances on this album. I'm just saying for me personally, it's just not one of the best rap albums of the year. It's just not.
It's Off the Top podcast, got you laughing like you hit the gas pack. Show is crazy like you watching Mad Max. Every other podcast is mad whack. Off the Top podcast.